Hello, hello, and let's get underway with casting back this demo, this time on Ancient, which is the first time I think I've watched back a demo on this game. We've got 5 friends starting off here on T-side: Ziggy, Starduck, Mojo, Big Papa, Dirty Beaver, and of course myself. Nikon, watch back this 5-man stack that we play, how we play it, pick up any bits that we went wrong on, and pick up any strats and things that you might like the look of. Straight away, pistol round, looks like we're going to be going 5 towards this A bomb site, where there's only going to be 1 player left here, and Woo is yet to leave small for CT side. That's the flashbang thrown in by Nikon as well as they start to pour in on towards this bomb site. In comes the Molotov as well, and the smoke towards CT. The Molotov does find a kill. Hello there manages to get a trade in from CTs, and now we're going to see the T's move in, secure this bomb site. Utility thrown in all around. It's a 4 versus 4. Big Papa watching the rear here for Dimasic, who is going to be picked off as well. 4 versus 3, the man advantage, but bomb yet to go down. And the nades are still being thrown in. Bomb finally put down by Mojo Baggins. A couple of these players are low, and Woo has only just woken up from spawn. Hello there is able to pick up 1 kill. Hello there as well to pick up a second from the donut position. And finally the crossfires are all too much. Nikon last alive in A main. Mowed down by Hello's quad kill to open up the round. To open up this map. And the first round is going to be on the board for the CT side. They had a nice strat in mind, the full play in towards this A site here. The flash was thrown from Black here just to kind of flash all this kind of wide area, site area here. They moved in, they had the Molotov that was thrown into ruins here, the smoke that was thrown onto CT. They tried to pour in, they managed to get themselves a plant, but they just couldn't get into position to survive the retake from ruins, from CT and from Donut. So we're going to be opting to see a full eco here, just a smoke and a flash, as it looks like all the T's go in a man van straight over towards this B bomb site. Molotov down early. The smoke may be put instantly onto that. The smoke indeed is put onto that. Jimmy McGill picking up 1, 2, 3 clean headshots there with his UMP. Nice money maker, and already the other CTs are rotating over. Papa will be mopped up. Dirty Beaver will be mopped up. And it's 2-0. Nice and fast. Now, Ancient is one of the most CT-sided maps within the active map pool right now. So it's not a problem if we're losing this big time right now. Quite happy that we got the plant off in the first round. We're able to eco, and look at the amount of money we've expended here as a team. 4.5 grand to 5 grand each per player. Plenty of dollar. We're going to be seeing a fairly standard split here from the CT side, which is going to be 2A and 2B with the kind of 1 in middle. But saying that, they are actually playing 2 mid right now. We're going to be seeing from the T side basically a fan out. You can see we're playing 2 mid, 2B and 1A, and that's going to be our default, which is our normal spread across the map whilst we wait for information, wait for the CTs to expend their utility, which is exactly what they're doing right now. And Ziggy Starduck, that's a nice kill there onto Dimasic to wrestle away a man advantage. That's a rifle down as well. Mojo's looking to flash in for Nikon here as they're maybe going for some kind of peek. Look at the amount of rotate that's going on towards this B bomb site. There's only 2 T's showing themselves here. The bomb is still down here in mid. They're still not particularly keen on where they want to go yet. Nikon's just throwing that smoke in towards the mid. And that's a cheeky little lineup. If anyone wants to have a look at that, you can see Nikon as well. It's going to be smoking off the donut angle as well, and that's 2 smokes in towards mid and donut, which looks like we're going to be gearing up towards this B hit. And the CTs have no idea what's going on, and now we got 4 towards 4 T's moving in towards this 1 CT defender. Mojo's going to find Jimmy McGill. Now the CT's trying to come in towards this B bomb site, trying to contest it, but this shotgun's not going to be able to get too much done. In comes the smokes. In comes the smoke thrown in by Nikon as well, just to stop these kind of wider angles. Now, Points Out can only watch this as well. Nikon's thrown in the second smoke. There's smoke set up on both sides of this, and the CTs are just having to wait. Bomb goes down. It's absolutely flawless so far. 2-man advantage as well. Dirty Beaver just waiting on the rear. He can hear Woo spanning around. Down he goes, straight on towards the nose. Papa with a smoke spray onto Points Out. Hello there. 5v1 is going to have to be phenomenal, but the T's are too dug in. I'll explain a little bit more what happened that round at the end of it, but beautiful hot rod there. And Hello there has got no option but to disappear. Now, if anyone's thinking, how do we play Ancient? There is an idea for you, what we just did there. We played 2 outside B, we played 2 hanging around mid, and we just 1 holding back angle here, watching A. And basically, what we ended up doing was picking up 1 kill here in the B alley. We ended up smoking up top mid, smoking up the donut, and then moving across this kind of alley here, and then doing a 4v1 execute here on towards this B site. Notice where we're planting smokes as well. We're putting smokes here and here. And notice where all the smokes are landing in effective places, whether they're outside donut, whether they're outside in middle here, or whether they're both sides on B. Have a look at where that util is being placed up and how that execute is not coming until much later in the round. We're not executing straight off the bat. Same again, look, we're defaulting. 2B, 2 mid, 1A. It's a default, and we're just going to be getting security at this part of the map early. Now, Woo, who's actually gone for a peek here, is going to be able to find Dirty Beaver nice and early, and that is going to be great CT early aggression. Dimasic with Deep Molotov down towards the ramp. He's just trying to suss out where these 2B probes are going to be coming in from, and now Nikon and Mojo. That Molotov's going to be going over in towards this cubby just here to clear out this angle. Nikon waiting, and points out, wandering too far, doing exactly what Nikon wanted, just waiting, coming for a pro play. The T's throwing all this utility to make presence mid, and the CT's just come wandering without trade potential as well. It just gives up the man advantage. Ooh, Mojo's been spotted. Wu taking this fight, he risking a lot of HP, but Big Papa's nice, gentle lurk around the B site. Again, it's just a default, they're just waiting, and now Nikon is going to be asking for that util. That's going to be the smoke going over towards this angle here. And now they're coming in. Nikon will be lining up this second smoke here to land on top of B. So if you're wondering how to throw these two smokes here, you're going to see them both bloom on towards this angle here. Now comes the flashbang thrown in. Other flashbangs thrown in all together. Now they're pushing towards this B bomb site. Molotov's utility thrown in aplenty. Bomb will be going down. Hello there. Debating whether he's going to give up his position. He swings out, he manages to take one, manages to take two. It's a 2 versus 3 retake at this point, and Big Papa hanging in there. Wu is very low. It's only Jimmy McGill who's going to be able to do anything if he finds something. Mojo on the ramp. Wu trying to slip in. Big Papa's looking right at this angle, right at it, but Wu is just going to take his face off, and it's only Mojo left on his own. There is a kit here on Jimmy McGill, and Mojo, he can hear this. Mojo finds the kill. Taps it, he's just tucking in. He's just tucking in, absolutely brilliant. I think there's not enough time, and it's going to go 2-2. The CT retake just took a tad too long. Don't be a loser, called by Nikon. Well, he did have the diffuser, but they just took too long. Notice the very small thing there. So Mojo is your kind of LE/LEM rank. One very small decision he made after was not to peek. So that meant that this guy on the bomb had to come and take this fight. And just because he didn't peek, just for that 2 extra seconds, meant that 2 extra seconds had passed and the bomb was able to go off. It's absolutely madness. Now Mojo go for a fast peeking towards mid. He's going to be going for a smoke on the fly and towards mid. That's a beautiful smoke, leaving no gaps. Nice stuff here on the fly. Again, you can see we're going to be playing really slow across this map. Just draw a belt across the middle of the map because they're just waiting for early CT presence, and Dirty Beaver, who's just going to wait for Dimasic to come wandering around. Look at this, Papa and Ziggy again just waiting. Down towards this B alley, and Nikon now will be joining with the team. And the good thing here is with Dirty Beaver, he's going to be feigning so much utility, so much presence towards A. Now Mojo's picked up a kill towards B as well. Ooh, points out, nice. In comes the util again. Smokes, flashes in towards B. In they come, Mandems, a 4-man push in towards this B bomb site. There's not going to be much at all in the way of stopping this. So he getting the bomb down. All the corners have been checked, and now it's going to be down. Jimmy McGill to try and retake this. Controlling his spray, manages to bring down Big Papa. 3 Ts, however. Still locked in, and to be fair, Point Zal and Wu are just too far away. Surely they can't consider this. There's only the one kit here on Jimmy McGill. Too much time has surely elapsed now. With that kit dropping with Mojo, Ziggy Starduck's going to be found in the back. This is a rather strange one here as both of these T's move around. Nikon's able to find his kill. Mojo's able to find Point Zal as well, and 3-2 firmly secured on the board. Beautiful stuff, and I think that's 3 times they've hit this B bomb site. This seems to be their strong point. You can see that's where their lean is. You know, when our team is setting up 2 mid, 2 B, and just the 1 lurking A. And Dirty Beaver did such a good job of controlling this area here in towards A main, and then he threw so much fake utility. He actually kept 2 players here. And see the default again: 2 outside B, 2 mid, and just 1 A. It's an actual strat. It's an actual default that you're seeing here. And CS:GO Auto Director has given us a beautiful view of Dimasic in CT spawn, but that's fine because there isn't too much action going on this early in the round anyway. Now, Ziggy and Papa have actually dug in. They've actually done something very terrible there. They're not actually holding the alleyway. They're holding a really crap crossfire back here, which doesn't actually let them see anything. And you can see there, the Wu was just able to walk out of ruins and kill one of the 2 mid players. So something for them to look back on and consider. That little crossfire they hold is absolute dog shit, in all fairness. And now they've lost an AK. They've lost a man. Ooh, the elbow's been spotted, Dimasic, and the CTs are actually going to be able to start wrestling away some rifles. They had barely any utility, and now Ziggy's patience has been rewarded with a kill on towards Wu. Flashbang. Now you can see they're starting to line up outside this B-bomb site. The CTs have got a pretty good read here. They're still playing 2-2 across the map right now, but there are two here on towards this B-bomb site. Flash is going to be coming in. Dimasic is very, very wide. They've not checked the left corner. Ziggy's just walked up the ramp. No one's even there to trade him. Terrible stuff there from Dirty Beaver, and now he just gets swung wide by Dimasic. Papa came out of the ruins, but it's now a 3 versus 1, half HP. Easy pick there for Dimasic. It's so hard, Ziggy and I think it was Dirty Beaver that just needed to push up together. You need to push up together because you both need to be looking in different directions. One person needs to be looking over towards that cubby, which is where Ziggy got killed from, and the other person obviously needs to be scanning over across sight and towards these directions as well. But Ziggy kind of came up on his own with Dirty Beaver trailing so far behind him. There was no trade potential at the time he got killed. So now we're going to be seeing a force buy. Deagles, one submachine gun and some dodgy rifles. We're going to be seeing a full A hit by the looks of things. Nice and early on. Nikon rocking in the flashbang close left just to get some information. Ooh, Papa, that's nice. Wu didn't have any head armor, and big problem. Now comes the utility launched in by the CT side to try and slow this. Nikon throws in the smoke towards CT. Now they step wide. Nikon's dropped down as well. This is absolute destruction. The CTs on the A-bomb site have just managed to lock this in. Moto last alive with an incredible double headshot. 1 versus 1 now. Something that looked like it was just favouring the CT side is just crumbled away back into something that's quite 50-50. Jimmy McGill, I don't think is quite sensed. I think he is moving back towards CT spawn now. They're just going to walk on top of each other just at the right time. And it is so close. Moto gets one bullet onto him, but Jimmy McGill's going to walk away with 39 points of health and the 4th round for the CT side. Now they're poor. Look at the money here on towards T side, only $2 grand each. They're on a 2 loss bonus. They're going to get $2.5 grand just for participating in this round and dying. So they're quite happy to eco here. That was their force opportunity. They didn't get the bomb down. They didn't quite yield the results that they wanted off it. And often you won't see the default appear on a round where maybe they're doing something a little bit more nasty. So they're going to be sticking together. Moto this time is late out of spawn. Nikon fast putting out that smoke, the fast extinguish, and now comes the full Glock train. Jimmy McGill's going down. They need to check this corner, and same again. No one's checked the corner, and Wu was able to pick up an insane quad kill. Mojo, who's really, really late anyway. It's matchmaking. These things will happen in a casual Friday night gaming session. Nice lightning strike as well. Some old retro skins. Showing the way. Wu, he's on for the ace. And there it is. 5th round on the board and 5th kill in the round for Wu. He can be happy with the ace, although it was only against the Glock no armor rush. And now we're going to be seeing surely T-side buy-in and a T-side default to try and get control of the map again. Got a T-side timeout which we can fly forward. This is such a handy thing that we can do. We can go ×4 the pace. Ancient is a hard map, and I think even if you're on T-side right now with this scoreline, you can actually still be quite happy. They've clawed back what they wanted, and now it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be going back to that default, if they're going to be bringing back that 2B, 2 mid, 1A, and how they want to be playing it. Looks like it's exactly what they're doing. The same split again. Bomb being left out at the back of mid. And they just want to fan out and just let the CTs use all of their broken control utility. All of this fast-paced utility that the CTs bring out to kind of get early control. And Dirty Beaver again. You can hear that there's a CT up close. He's so patient again. He manages to pick up an opening kill there onto points out. And now look at how the CTs need to change up their defense because they've lost their A player. Wu is now wandering into this back alley, but now Big Papa and Ziggy are watching it. Notice how much better this play is rather than the weird crossfire they were holding before. It wasn't yielding anything. Now this is a much better defense. Nikon now still deciding where he wants to go with this bomb. He's picked it up, and it looks like he wants to move towards the A-bomb site, following the pickup kill that Dirty Beaver's got here. He wants Moto to move in towards Donut, and they're going to be executing in towards this A-bomb site. Wu still trying to challenge the B ruins. That smoke was brilliant. It lets them cross over, but Ziggy just gets absolutely catches a bullet with his eyelashes. 3 defenders on the wrong site here. Nikon's made absolutely the right call as they go in towards this A-bomb site. In comes the smokes. In comes the utility. Nikon's throwing a smoke here onto Ruins. Dimisic is now hiding behind it with the donut control they've got. Nikon can safely plant here right in front of Mojo Baggins. The CTs have read this awfully wrong, and now they're going to have to retake in towards this site. 4 versus 4, but the bomb is down, ticking away. Jimmy McGill having to move in with no utility. He has no idea where anyone is, but he's managed to find Nikon. Nikon came wandering out just a little bit wide there. Uncalled for. Dirty Beaver manages to find one. This is absolutely brilliant. He steps wide to get a second as well. Big Papa, who's just lurking in mid, stopping the push in towards the back of Donut. It's a 3 versus 1. Dimisic left with his AWP. And no time left to do anything. Big Papa's right here on him. Ooh, Dimisic is going to predict Big Papa there, but Dirty Beaver with a fantastic quad kill. MVP definitely deserved it for him. I mean, Dirty Beaver's one of those players, he's one of the better ranked ones in this team. You know, the reason we stack is this is because we are a mixed rank group of friends, right? And so Dirty Beaver and Mojo, guys like that who you know are going to get the kills, that's why Dirty Beaver plays in this position on his own. Because you want someone who can confidently frag on his own. He picks up that opening kill and waits. I remember calling in that round, don't go too far without us, bro. And he just does such a good waiting for Nikon and the team. And then he picks up 3 more kills then in the defense of the A-bomb site. So fantastic stuff there. If anyone's thinking, what can I do to be more helpful, be like Dirty Beaver was just then, and now Ziggy Starduck's doing a fantastic job here of waiting again. Notice what the T side is doing at the start of every single round. They're waiting. You can just draw a line across this map. This is just a T side default. This is just them fanning out and waiting. Look how little utility the CTs have left. Just a smoke and a flash. Submachine gun and a deagle. Nikon's now going to be asking for util. Yes. We're going for the spam. Ooh, he's just hit Papa through that wallbang. Nice timing. Papa and Ziggy just trying to retain control of this B alleyway, because I think what Nikon wants to do now is smoke off these angles and move in towards the B bomb site. There's the smoke that Nikon's thrown here on towards the top mid position. And in fact, they're going to be moving towards A. This bomb needs to move over, and they need to win this fight. Ziggy, that's a great second kill he's picked up in this round. Now they're going to be able to move in towards Donut. With this still smoked point down, we'll either stop this or do this. And Dirty Beaver with the flash assist in from Mojo. The A site is absolutely crumbled. In comes the Molotov in towards the ruins as well. Smoking towards CT. Mojo knows that utility as well as Nikon. And now it's point down, trying to push into it. Down he goes. Assist in as well. Dimisic left all on his own on the wrong side of the map. All 5 alive as well with the bomb down. You know, and I've got friends who like playing as 5 stacks and stuff, and always, you know, just trying to explain concepts of rounds, or, you know, explain a bit of the anatomy of the round about the, you know, the start phase, the early protocol utility, the early execute across the map, and then not pushing into a bomb site until later. That's another round. That's another example of that, where we just waited. Ziggy picked up 1 kill here. He then picked up his 2nd kill as he traverses the bomb in towards Donut. But again, Nikon and everyone else had a clear idea what they wanted to do. They smoked mid, Nikon did, so that these B players could move over. Mojo had already got secure of the donut position here, so all of these small details here where Nikon had pre-thought that this needs to be a protected route so that the B players can actually bring that bomb over towards this bomb site, and this is then a 3-man hit towards this site. So all of those small little details that you should be thinking of as a team. And in this team as well, no one will be acting independently. No one will be making arbitrary decisions or buys and stuff. It's all about trusting in the call of an IGL and then just working cohesively together. Same default again, 2B, 2 mid, 1A, and Dirty Beaver's going to pick up another opening frag onto Hello there, and that is a beautiful stat track case hardened with 2 boss stickers, my god! Dimisic may find himself into it. Nikon's going to be throwing the flash in towards mid here, trying to bait in some util. Dirty Beaver again, feigning some presence over towards this A-bomb site. Dimisic, only 32 points of health. Nikon has smoked up mid. Mojo's going to try crossover. Now Mojo will smoke the donut. This will protect their route in towards the B-bomb site. Ziggy now. Woo, who is up close. Woo, who has come for a wander. A little bit too wide, and Ziggy's patience again. Ziggy is so good at just being that slow T-side default. And notice as well, Mojo just doesn't give a flying shit. A flying fuck. Oh, and a nice flick. He didn't give a shit about the player that was moving in behind him in mid, because he's pushing in with his team. He's more focused on the team objective right now, which is getting towards his B-bomb site. Notice how Nikon and Ziggy swing together in towards this B-bomb site. They've got full site control. It's Dimisic left on his own, looking like a dipstick on his own, moving towards A, looking to save that rifle. Small details again. Mojo, notice how he kind of just, there was a guy right here behind him, and he just buoys off that fight and goes to help Papa. Yes, he does come back just to get the quick scope, just because he's an absolute giga chad, but you know, again, if you're playing in a team and your team leader is called, right, we're going into B now, focus on that team objective. Focus on the team W. Fuck your score for a minute. Go in there and get the bomb down with the team. It's a 4 versus 2 or 4 versus 3 at this point. And they just all move in together. Notice how everyone is so quick at reacting to the information that the T-side team get. And now they're going to be fanning out looking for Dimisic. They're playing together. And now they take the lead. Such a clear demonstration of teamwork. It's small things like this that just show you they're working together as a team. They're thinking about each other. They're not just selfishly going for things. Mojo isn't going to sit in mid here all round hoping for a kill here. If the team says we're going B, he's going to forget that fight and move into B with his teammates because that's where he's needed. Same default again, 2-2-1 split. Ziggy's patience, will he be rewarded again? Great nade thrown in onto the head of Wu there, so much damage. Now the T-side are throwing that protocol, the CT side apologies, throwing that protocol utility again, early smokes, early molotovs. And the T-side are quite happy to just wait them out. Look at them, just behind these smokes, they're just waiting. They don't care, they're not phased by it at all. You can see Mojo and Nikon actually setting up a boost here to look over the smoke to see if they can catch anyone lurking behind these boxes here. Small again, little small tips and bits that they want. They're just waiting behind these smokes. Nikon checking the smoke corners again. Make sure there's nothing naughty happening from the CT side. The bomb's still down. They don't care. 30 seconds has elapsed. And now we're starting to get ready with what we're doing. Smoke's going to be going towards Donut. Nikon's going to be smoking towards top mid. And that looks like now with these two smokes up here, it looks like that we're going to be going towards a B push in again. This is going to be a 4 versus 2. Dirty Beavers. But notice how they're going towards B. Dirty Beaver is going to be feigning presence towards A. Mojo manages to find one kill. Jimmy McGill, and a great kill that was. And now Nikon's unsure if he might want to go towards the other bomb site. Wu has come for a little look. More information gathered here by the CTs as they go for these pushy plays. And now it's going to be Dirty Beaver giving that utility in towards Nikon as Nikon throws in the pop flash. The flash in towards this A bomb site, and in they come. Mojo sneaking in towards Donut. Oh, it's nice and fast, and that is an all-important kill. 3 versus 4 as the bomb goes down. Dirty Beaver protects Nikon as the bomb goes down, planted for Mojo and Donut. It's 2 versus 4. Ziggy's watching mid, so they don't have to worry. Look how Mojo can now look this way, because he knows Ziggy's watching his rear. Small details again, small details, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Jimmy McGill, no kit. Wu's got the kit, and he's hanging around outside of B. He's going to try and get something. Whiffed shot there from Mojo. Nikon is now likely going to swing into it. Ooh, nice shot there. Instant trade up by Nikon, who's nearby though. 7th round will be going on the board here. AK salvaged. Wu may get some free kills here. You see Ziggy is being careful, checking his angles. Nikon has spotted one. And there is Wu, picked out at the very, very end. 7-5, we're on quite a run now, 4 rounds. T-side starting to leave the defenders in the dust. This round number 13 commences. I think we're seeing an eco. An eco with 4 grand in the pocket of some of these players? Ooh, I'm not sure about that. But I think they were just worried that they were just in some kind of max loss force spiral that was just getting a little bit more out of control. Dirty Beaver again going for that great early frag in towards A. Point Zal, whoever's holding this A site just isn't doing their job. They're struggling. Same default again, 2B, 2 mid, 1A. I'm not talking horse shit. I'm not just spouting rubbish to you. It's a strat. It's something that we're doing. Same smokes again. I'm showing you these same smokes in towards Donut and mid, which lets us move across the B. I'm not chatting shit. This is what we're doing. Notice how Dirty Beaver is feigning presence towards A to keep defenders on the wrong side. These smokes mean that Dimisic can't see shit what's happening. And now it's a 4 versus 1 execute towards his B side. Just about to happen. Jimmy McGill, fantastic kill on towards Big Papa. He doesn't quite know yet if this is a hit yet because the other CTs haven't moved yet because they're not quite sure if this is going to be full exec. And now comes the exec. Mojo Baggins throwing a dastardly Molotov. Dirty Beaver though still lurking around. Hello there, nice and patient. They still don't know where this hit's going to be in, but now they're gambling that it's going to be towards this B bomb site. Mojo steps wide. Jimmy McGill now finally taking Nikon. Finds Dimisic. Jimmy McGill, this might be a nice quad kill for him. Wu's going to help things out, and actually the CTs lock things out. That 4 versus 1, something that on paper looked like it was just going to be a surefire win here for the T-sides, and it was just one man. Jimmy McGill, you can't count discount that one grain of rice can tip the scale. One guy here, one CT was able to just shut down that whole T-side push. Heroic stuff there from Jimmy McGill. Another dastardly Molotov, this time thrown by Dimisic. And it's going to be a default again out T-side. That standard split, just to cut up the map, just to make sure that wherever the CTs try and prod for information, they can't get through because there's a great wall of China just built across the map. Nikon and Mojo in mid, Papa and Ziggy B, and Dirty Beaver just lurking around the A ruins here, the A main, just trying to see what he can get. Big early lean towards B here from the CT side. They're just waiting to see what's happening, and Mojo's waiting to be gifted a kill. Ooh, it's going to be a tag onto Dimisic. Nikon's thrown in that early smoke. CT still have no idea where this bomb is. The bomb is moving around behind this smoke screen, gearing up towards A. In comes the smoke. In comes the utility, and now they're quite happy to see that Molotov being thrown in. Nikon's going to be lining up the flashbang. Mojo will be moving in through Donut. Papa and Ziggy coming to move in and help Mojo. In comes the flashbang. Hello, there is White from the flashbang thrown in by Nikon. A great kill there. And now Mojo picks up one kill. Jimmy McGill, Papa's now also moving in on the flank. McGill also managed to find another one. Papa's found Dimisic. Nikon's also found Points out through the smoke. 2 smoke frags as well, and Wu is trying to sneak in through the back here, and Ziggy caught with his pants down in Donut. 2 versus 2 right now. The bomb needs to be going down. Papa's going in around the back, and this bomb could be going down in safety. And instead, they're going round to B. With Papa just getting the kill here in towards CT and Nikon here in ruins, he knows there's no point trying to plant here on A in front of Wu, who's just got the kill on towards Ziggy and Donut, right? And this is the small decision made by Nikon here, just in the last minute, to just say, okay, well, if you're in CT, we've got a safe exit through CT. And it's exactly what they've done, is Nikon and Papa get positioned up to look through the back of CT spawn.
I'm throwing a flashback.
In comes the flash peek. Ooh, Woo, that's a great shot, but Papa with a fantastic instant swing out to get the trade kill. Playing together, holding hands. Wicked stuff there from Papa. That was 3 kills that round as well. Don't do him a dirty. He was exactly where he needed to be. He did his default, he did his roll outside B, and then he just came over towards mid here. He ends up picking up a kill. He ends up creeping in towards CT spawn, picking up another kill, and of course is there as the most important kill to finish off the round. At the very end, force buy-in from CT side again. Fast flash in here as the Nikon and Mojo go for a fast prod.
Throwing a grenade.
Dirty Beaver and Dimisic. Dimisic's heard him. Oh, but he's not going to win that fight with a submachine gun.
Throwing a grenade. Yes.
The default just slightly changing shape here now. We were actually sending 2 towards A main, and Nikon's quite happy to stay solo mid. And this is because you want to move around the orb for that very reason. If you keep playing the AWP in the same position, it's just going to keep doing no good, but hello there. Hello, that's 2 nice sexy kills. That's wicked stuff. Bomb will be moving over towards this B bomb site. CTs need to read fast that it's actually going to be the other side, and I think they are just starting to read it now. Nikon lining up the smokes. The smoke will be landing over towards the left side, towards the back of B. Second smoke will be coming in as well. Smoke will be landing over towards this side of B. This means that Hello there will have nothing to do unless he wants to push through it. The flash thrown in by Nikon is going to completely white him out as well. A kill there on towards Nikon as well. Papa pinces in absolutely perfectly. Bomb can go down. Pointsal is on his own. Last coming in from ruins. He's only got the deagle. Surely there's a weapon there for him to pick up. And oh my goodness. He can get onto it. There's a Molotov. The flash goes wrong, but there's a smoke on this bomb, and they need to be ready for it. He's onto it. Oh, Pointsal steps wide, and he hits 2 wonderful shots. He's got a kit, and he forces it to 7-8. What a clutch there from Pointsal. Pointsal, who was 6-11. Pointsal, who was 48 ADR. Pointsal, who was stinking out the place and losing A main again and again and again. I think it's nice finally to see him bring out something useful and actually bring a round to the board for his team. Wicked there, clutch. 7-8. Although our friends here who are now CT side are in the lead, it's not surefire, it's not comfortable, and now we're going to be seeing a standard split out of them. 2B, 1 mid, and 2 towards A. And it looks like we're going to be seeing a slow start here out of towards the, oh my goodness, out towards the T side. Seeing that Pointsal, who's been so quiet until these last 2 rounds, is finally woken up. Now Nikon stepping in mid, the flashbang in. It's going to yield no peaks. Dirty Beaver. Ooh, nice as well. And Jimmy McGill is going to drop Nikon in mid. Bomb retrieved. P250 retrieved. Pressure being applied, and Big Papa's P2K can't get anything done. Dimasic is just going to run into him. Dimasic with nice double kills. It's a 4 versus 1. Bomb's going to be going down on towards the B-bomb site, and Wu is just going to pepper Ziggy until he is no more a man. Round number 17. CT side, the Friends have lost the opening round. They're certainly not pistol round specialists, and now they're going to be looking at 9-8 if they're not careful. Only the smoke in from Nikon here. No real pistols, no real investment at all. CT side happy to let this one go. They would rather the M4s than mess around with submachine guns at this point. Massive pressure in towards mid here. Here they come. Dimasic, nice easy headshots there. Nikon managed to find one, but the CTs are all mocked up quite quickly. You can always predict that. You know, you can always predict that after losing the pistol round, and especially if they don't decide to force, then you're going to definitely be looking at picking up that second round as well. And that's 2 times you've seen the Friends here. Rather than do some kind of force buy, they would much rather just let the round drop, get an eco, and they would rather get the rifles out, which is exactly what you can see here. 4A and 4A1Ss, and the scout on Mojo in mid here. Early utility here being thrown by T-side as they fan out just like we did on T-side, just to get early presence everywhere all over the map. This is an interesting smoke being thrown in. Pressure in towards mid here as Mojo is forced back. This is a different kind of mid take than we were doing, and Wu is absolutely yielding a great result off that. Now they've basically divided and conquered. They've split this CT side in half. Dirty Beaver able to swivel on a dime to pick up that kill. As the T's look to push in through towards CT spawn, this is a really odd one. Ziggy managed to pick up one. Dirty Beaver able to pick up one, and the trade kill there in towards Ziggy Starduck. It's a 3 versus 1, bomb down. This has been tremendous. And Dimasic left on his own seems to just be last alive king. And these M4s that they've forced in seem to have turned the tide. 9-9, almost a certainty at this point. Dimasic looking to check here. Big Papa is tucked in on the left. This could be nice if Dimasic checks it though. Right at head height. Look at that crosshair placement. Again, anyone slightly newer to the game, Nikon's now going to be playing an off angle. Stood right in the open here. And there we go. That is what an off angle is. Rather than stood back in the corner on an angle here, Nikon just stood a little bit wide. So as the T's scanning across in this direction, he's going to bump into Nikon slightly sooner, who's got exactly the same thing as what he did to Papa, just watching at head height. Those small things of crosshair placement, which will be what gets you up those ranks. Now the CT side bringing it back, 9-9, nice and level again. We're going to be seeing a default again out of this side. Remember, this is just a 5 stack of randoms, okay, in matchmaking. So you can still be fairly tactical. Oh, Nikon, he spotted points out right at the back, and there's a nice easy headshot. Great early kill there from Nikon Papa boosting. Ziggy's managed to spot out one. Great kill from Ziggy as well. 2-man advantage, they can relax. They can breathe easy. There's only a smoke and a Molotov and a MAC-10 left in for T-side. This is dreadful stuff.
Roger that.
How do you consolidate? Look at them look at them trying to group back together. How do you consolidate what you've got and try and get into a round? Look at the utility the CTs still have. There's 4 flashes, a smoke and a Molotov. 3 kits. The CTs are ready for anything.
Grenade.
Nice late deep HE. If they were down there, that would absolutely eat up the HP source. But luckily, Big Papa, there's no one there. Nikon's actually going to go in for a late boost here to see if he can find anyone. Now Dimasic looking to swing out of the B ruins. This is going to be a B hit for sure as the bomb and the other 2 moving towards this position. Nikon's actually spotted one. Steps wide, and actually this double play here. Dimasic tries to swing into it. Hello there, who has been boosted up, dropped down by Nikon. Dimasic is on 8 points of health, and Big Papa's just going to destroy him. It's only Wu left. The CTs come moving in. And Big Papa there to trade again for Nikon. He's such a good teammate. Back in the lead is the Friends on the CT side. back in the slums with no money is the T side. Point Zal struggling to get into this game. Struggling to break double digits. That ADR is still absolutely stinking with the lowest in the lobby. Nikon will be throwing the early Molotovs. Notice as well, Mojo will be picking up a great kill as well. Ooh, Jimmy McGill dropping Nikon. Papa trying to come in for some kind of early trade aggression. Nice nade. Huge damage there onto Jimmy McGill. Papa just staying alive now. Ooh, he's being shot in the back as well. Doing his best to stay alive. There's no way that stupid jump is ever going to yield a headshot. Only once in a million, but Ziggy's already rotated over. That's so fast. Papa's jump yielded him a headshot. There's no way.
Grenade out.
It can't even be applauded. It was nuts. Luck is a skill. Let's remember. Jimmy McGill. There's a smoke. There's a nice smoke on the fly. Don't be afraid to use utility on the fly. Look at that. It smokes off perfectly. It does give Jill the opportunity to move away, or Jimmy McGill. Oh, Dirty Beaver, though, has been absolutely sidewinded. 2 versus 2, and I don't think they had any idea what was going on there. Ziggy Starduck now starting to push around here, tagged up by the scout. Will he peek again? Bomb goes down on A. This is a really precarious situation. 10-10 will be looking quite likely. How has this gone so quickly the other way? All opening up with that Deagle headshot there towards Nikon. And ooh, Dimasic finding Mojo. 2 points of health left. Nice kill there. Saying that, it's still even. It's still fairly even. Jimmy McGill just waiting for Ziggy Starduck. Ziggy who could just stick this. Ziggy who could just stick this. Ziggy who could just stick this. Oh no!
Counter-terrorists win.
Ziggy, you're disgusting. Jimmy McGill was nodding behind that pillar. He thought he was such a G. He thought he had the angles. He thought he'd done the mathematical calculations to pick up this kill, but he couldn't. Only Ziggy's barrel was showing through this edge here. Ziggy had just enough to get away with defusing that bomb. 11-9, and T-side must be kicking themselves. They really stuck that into such a winnable position. Now we're actually seeing a mirror of our T-side default 2-2-1. Nikon and Papa now going for actually an aggressive push here towards the B ramp. Mojo waiting to be given something. And interestingly, what they're doing is holding mid a different way. Nikon going aggressive here in towards the B alley. What they're doing is they were throwing a Molotov here to push Mojo off the angle. We were throwing the smoke, and there's 2 different ways that you can hold mid, and actually these B kills are just going to be dropping. Nikon and Papa dropping in unison. Oh, nice flick there from Mojo. Oh my goodness, it's the second one, and it's down to a 3 versus 2 retake. Mojo makes this retake winnable. Fires a shot there on towards Jimmy McGill. Desperate flashbang thrown in, and Dirty Beaver's already on the flank. It's a 3 versus 1. I don't think they know that Wu is behind them coming in from CT spawn. Now they know where he is. Mojo with a great triple kill. Bomb defuse as well. Round MVP should absolutely be going in his pocket.
Roger that.
And you'll hear me talk about so much, oh, team play this, team play that, look how we're doing this, look how we're doing that. Also, CSGO can come down to just individual play, individual skill. And without a doubt, you do need good players, you do need good guys to press mouse 1 accurately and consistently to win games. And certainly this time it's going to be Mojo Baggins doing it for us.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay, alright, well, let's go.
Some high ADRs coming out across the topper ranked players. And Mojo now with that AWP solidifying. Now we're going to be seeing a fast B play. Molotov's being thrown in. Nikon dropped early there from Hello there. Nikon struggling to hold this B site with Papa right now. There's 5 teams descend upon it quite quickly. Points out, looking towards mid. In comes the flashbangs. In comes the utility. Great utility here. Dimasic switches round, gets the kill. Ziggy with an instant trade kill. It's really nice to see. Dirty Beaver on the rear as well. Points out, waiting for Dirty Beaver. Great kill as well. Down to a 3 versus 2 retake. Mojo manages to bring it down to a 2 versus 2. A game of Wingman here on Ancient. I don't think it's in the Wingman pool, but Points out waiting on the angle here. Nice little peek there. Great timing as well. And Points out again, who was so quiet, has finally made a noise. 3 MVPs, and I'm sure that ADR is jumped up from 48 where it was. Actually, he's level with me. Nikon, who's cooled off, dying first on that B-site defense round after round. Points out, waking up 12 to 10.
Laying down smoke.
Nikon going mid this time, and this is because what's happened is the default has changed up. Nikon, who was dying mid constantly, dying on B, sorry, constantly, is now going towards B, and now this aggression is going to yield one kill on towards Dimisic. Instantly traded up though by Points Out, who again has woken up the beast, the inner beast, and now the players pour in towards the B bomb site. I think they've just walked past Big Papa. Big Papa, who's just played in a corner.
Roger that.
This is absolutely insane. Big Papa finally brought down 3 versus 3. The bomb is yet to go down on towards this B bomb site. The CT's are already all over it. All 3 of them are behind. Jimmy McGill waiting to go for a peek here. Mojo will be brought down. And the last 2 in towards the B ruins. The smoke is in. This should just be a save of the M4 and the A4. The M4 and the A4. The AK and the M4. Dirty Beaver.
Grenade out.
Creating a safe path for Ziggy and him to escape. They're not coming for this. 11 to 12 is the score. This game remains close. The teams remain quite balanced. Notice as well there was a subtle change that round where the Friends actually just played 1 Papa in towards B, and they actually played 2 mid that time and still 2 towards A. Sorry, my lines are going all over the place. And it'll be interesting to see if they do this again, whether they're going to be playing 2 towards mid, 2A and 1B again. And again, that will just be a small change. Sometimes, again, if you're in-game leading, sometimes if you need to make decisions, if you realise that something isn't necessarily working, yes, they've won 4 rounds here, but these have been close. They've been diffusers. The bomb's been going down on B a lot, and they need to be changing things up. But in fact, they will be going back to Nikon Big Papa 2B. Mojo playing aggressive with this 5-7 as they come into the 4th round. Nikon going for the boost. He has spotted one there. Smoke's thrown in by the G side. Smoke's thrown back in return from Papa and Nikon. Mojo tries to get the timing, manages to pick up the kill there on towards Dimisic. Now they're starting to really read that this is going to be a hit towards B. Hello there. Ooh, great nade, fantastic nade. Thrown in there by Dirty Beaver. Does such huge damage. Mojo can surely hear these steps close. Look at this, the CTs are ready for it. The Friends have absolutely read this as a B hit all day long. Oh, Dirty Beaver picks up 1. That's a 2-man advantage. Still, the Arsenal quite favours the T's as they slowly push in towards this angle here. Ziki just trying to wait in front of this smoke. In towards this angle, Points Out, manages to get 1. Ziki tries to step in for a trade kill. 2 of these players are so low. Nikon's still alive here, being a menace on towards his B-bomb site. And there it is, a 2nd kill. Wu is left so low on his own in towards the ruins. And the shoulder peek and the fake is going to seal the deal, 13 to 11. They just took too long. They just got bled out of time. All 5 of the T's just kind of got stuck here on the ramp and then in towards the B alley and then in towards these ruins. They just kind of locked themselves in towards this L shape, and the CTs had just built a crescent moon around them. They were just ready in all directions to stop that push.
Laying down smoke. Throwing fire.
And the attack just sort of fizzled out. Fast Molotovs thrown in by Nikon and Papa again as they look to be aggressive. Flash is thrown in, control. Molotov's thrown in by both sides. Mojo really hurting in this Molotov. That was ridiculous, poor movement there. Big Papa, can he pick up a 2nd? Papa picks up 2, that's absolutely insane. Nikon's also managed to get control of the B alley as well. Bombs down in the ruins. It's all gone Pete Tong, but Jimmy McGill trying to pick up the 2 mid players. Dirty Beaver again spins around 180. Does a Dua Lipa on him. And it's Dimisic left on his own. He's so hurt with 10 points of health. Dirty Beaver knows it. Dirty Beaver knows the only place he can go. He's heard it. Oh no, 14th round posted on the board. Dirty Beaver's having a great game. 97 ADR, leading the server. Again, small things, what Nikon and Papa did then is they threw Molotovs. So Nikon throws a Molotov down towards this part of the ramp here, and Papa throws one on towards this part of the ramp here, which basically means the T's can't come out and go anywhere, not unless they want to extinguish these by using one of the early smokes or something like that. And what ended up happening was Nikon then follows up with a smoke here, and then decides to go for deep control towards B. Mojo managed to survive with 1 HP. Takes out Jimmy McGill. Nikon's got a wallbang there on towards Dimisic, has called information so that Dirty Beaver can pick up the kill. Players just going down again really early. Great HE thrown in by Big Papa. Big wide swing. There's 3 defenders here. And Mojo's going to pick up the headshot through the smoke on towards Point Zal.
Deploying
Even though the
flashbang.
T side have killed Big Papa, it doesn't matter. There's still so many players here.
Throwing flashbang.
And there is the flash thrown in by Mojo Baggins. Nikon can just swing round and get an absolutely blind woo. Match point on the board. Money is dire. And CT side, on to be fair, the very CT sided map, have just steamed ahead. They've just stuck with the default. They've gone for a standard fan out. The same control each time. Look at this, 2, 2, 1. They've basically mirrored the T side default that they were going for.
Throwing flashbang.
And it seems to be yielding them the results, and now we're going to be seeing Ziggy Stardust getting tested as he's got 4 of the 5 attackers moving in towards his bomb site. He's throwing a great default smoke here, just a great smoke right at the start of the round, just to keep them waiting. Look at the exact effect of Ziggy's smoke here. It means that they're all waiting behind it. In they come. The 5th player joins them. Molotov's being thrown out from behind Ziggy's smoke screen now. There's a flashbang thrown in by Mojo. Keeps these T's honest, and actually the T's are thinking better of it as they now go back towards B. Nikon should be able to hear this as they start approaching him. Now they start fanning out, going all over the place. They don't know where they want to go because they've got no map presence anywhere. They've got no control, and the CTs aren't coming in for any peaks to give away any early frags. The CTs haven't just extended. Ziggy hasn't just come wandering into A main. Instead, Ziggy's just going to melt the face of Woo. Great return trade kill there from Jimmy McGill. Smoke thrown in. The A-bomb site is going to be the one that's contested. Comes the smoke. Perfect smoke in towards CT. Smoke thrown in towards the bomb site. Mojo, they're trying to figure out where the hell that smoke was coming from. Nikon just spraying through the smoke, manages to pick up 1 kill towards CT. 3 versus 4. The bomb is precariously down in the middle of the bomb site. Dirty Beaver has just dropped the face of, now it's Dimasic. Big Papa will be picking him up, and it's Mojo who's going to pick up points out. It's 16 to 11.
Nice work, everyone.
They've closed it out, won the game. Absolutely bish, bash, bosh. Lovely stuff there from everyone. Wicked, wicked stuff.